Very good morning, dear students. Last class we have seen how to derive an EMF equation of a transformer. So let us now continue with the transformer losses. So what is basically loss? It is defined as the difference between the input power and the output power. Since electrical transformer is a static device, hence we don't have any mechanical losses like windage or friction losses. So they are absent in it. So mainly the transformer losses can be classified as core loss and copper loss. Under core loss we have eddy current losses and hysteresis losses. So core losses are with respect to the magnetic material of the core, and copper losses depend on the load conditions. That is the current which is flowing through the primary and the secondary winding, or the losses what we call it as I square R losses. So since core losses are related only to the magnetic material of the core, they are always constant losses, or they are also called as iron losses. Since copper losses depends on the load, they are not constant. They are always called as variable losses. So let us understand each of the losses in detail. So coming to core loss. Core losses, as I told you, it is called as iron losses or constant losses. Eddy current loss and the hysteresis loss depend on the magnetic properties of the material used for the construction of the core. Hence they are called as constant losses. So let us now study about hysteresis loss in a transformer. Hysteresis loss is due to the reversal of magnetization in the transformer core. This loss depends upon the volume and grade of the iron, frequency of the magnetic reversals, and value of the flux density. It is given by the formula WH equal to neta B max to the power of 1.6 F into P, where neta is the hysteresis constant, B max is the maximum flux density in core in Tesla, F is the frequency in Hertz, V is the volume of the core in meter cube. Next, coming to the eddy current loss. So in transformer, AC current supplied to the primary winding sets up alternating magnetizing flux. This flux also gets linked with the other conducting parts like steel core, which will result in induced EMF in the core, causing small circulating current. This EMF does not contribute anything towards the externally connected load or the output power, and is dissipated in the form of heat energy. The current induced in the core is called eddy current. Due to these eddy currents, some energy will be dissipated in the form of heat. This heat is called eddy current loss. It is given by the formula WE equal to KE into B max square F square V into T square, where Ke is the eddy current loss constant, T is the thickness of lamination in meter, B max is the maximum value of flux density in Tesla, V is the volume of the core, F is the frequency in Hertz. So coming to copper loss, are also called as I square R losses or variable losses. Transformer copper losses are mainly due to electrical resistance of primary and secondary windings. Most transformer coils are made from copper wire which has resistance. This resistance opposes the magnetizing currents flowing through them. When a load is connected to the transformer secondary winding, large electrical currents flow in both the primary and secondary windings. Electrical energy and power, or I square R loss, occur as a heat. Copper losses vary with the load current, being almost zero at no load, and at a maximum in case of full load when the current flow is at maximum. So how to minimize these losses? So core losses for a given transformer depends on the supply voltage as the frequency and other parameters are constant. As the voltage applied to the primary winding is constant, these losses are also constant. So hysteresis losses can be minimized by selecting suitable core material like silicon steel, and eddy current losses can be minimized by laminating the core. For a given transformer under all load conditions, the supply voltage and the frequency of the reversal of magnetic flux lines to which the core is subjected are constant. Therefore, the core losses are constant. For the transformer, the primary current and the secondary current are related to the transformation ratio. When the secondary current changes, the primary current also changes. As the load on the transformer vary, these currents also vary. Therefore, the losses also vary. Thus, the copper loss in the transformer is variable losses. So, it can be minimized by reducing the load. Now, having known this losses of the transformer, okay, we can come to the conclusion that copper loss of the transformer depends on current and iron loss depends on voltage. Thus, the total transformer loss depends on volt ampere. It does not depend on the phase angle between the voltage and current. That is, transformer loss is independent of the load power factor. This is the reason why transformers are always rated in kVA. So in the next class, let us study about efficiency of the transformer. So we will stop this lecture for the day. Thank you.